Namitakiapi, Chante Washte Nape Juzapi. Hello everyone, welcome to the second annual Achieve and Uplift Community of Scholars Program graduation celebration. My name is Corey Bazemore James and I will be your MC tonight. On campus, I am the Director of Retention and Success in the Graduate School Diversity Office. I have the distinct pleasure of overseeing the Community of Scholars Program, or COSP, here at the University of Minnesota. COSP respectfully acknowledges that the lands on which we live and work are the original homelands of the Dakota and Ojibwe nations. We aspire to honor and respect the indigenous peoples who were forcibly removed from and are still connected to this territory by owning our part in their continued displacement, incorporating indigenous knowledge into our work, and establishing meaningful and reciprocal relationships with indigenous peoples and communities. Tonight, we look forward to celebrating our scholars from a variety of cultural backgrounds, and we're honored to be joined by their mentors, families, and friends. We also welcome our continuing COSP scholars and friends of the GSDO for joining us for this special occasion. And I want to thank our co-hosts, Kate Sawada, Liang Xiang, and Nathan Murphy from the Graduate School and GSDO, respectively, for making this event possible. I have a few housekeeping reminders for you all before we get started. First, we have all guests muted. Please do not attempt to unmute yourself. For our guests and speakers, one of the hosts will unmute you. Our graduates and speakers, sorry, one of our hosts will unmute you and spotlight you when it's your turn to speak. And if needed, please go through and edit your name that is showing so that in the Zoom so that we can see your first and last name and the host can easily find you when it's your turn to speak. The chat feature is only enabled for you to chat with the hosts in the case of any problems you may be experiencing. One of the speakers will be asking you to participate in the chat during their talk, so we will enable the chat for you to use at that time. Graduates and speakers, if you could please check in with our host named Kate Sawada, by typing in your first and last name into the chat to Kate. This will help them to know that you're here to participate today. If you experience any difficulty with sound, video playback, or other technical difficulties, it's most likely due to your own Wi-Fi bandwidth. So you may try turning off your camera, closing all other tabs on your device, or even exiting and re-entering the Zoom. You might also try calling the Zoom by phone, and the host can provide you with the phone options in the chat if you request it. We are recording this event, so if you do miss anything, hopefully you can catch it in the recording after the event. But if you are able to, please have your cameras on so that we can all see you. We love to see everyone in attendance with us tonight. Finally, if at any time you like what you hear and want to give an applause or a snap, we ask that you please use the ASL sign language for applause. That looks like this. All right, now that we have that out of the way, I am excited to introduce our speakers for tonight. We are honored to be joined tonight by a distinguished member of the University of Minnesota Board of Regents. Please give a round of applause to welcome Regent Cowley Eileen Herr.
But it is indeed an honor and a pleasure for me to be here with you tonight and to be a part of this very, very historic event. I think this is our first graduation virtually. So it is a pleasure for me to be here with everybody and to be with all the graduates and their mentors and allies and friends. So on behalf of the Board of Regents, I celebrate and congratulate you on your accomplishments as individuals and as a group of tremendously talented students who are soon to be our alumni. And I celebrate and am so very, very proud of the choices that the students have made and the investment that they have made into their academic and professional growth through the Community of Scholars program. The program is founded on the belief that diversity builds a stronger university, state, nation, and world. And indeed, the university has become a better place today because of the time that the students have spent here studying, researching, and working. and it matters that that we invest in our diverse students and our diverse talent, because our diversity makes us who we are, and it is important that we heed it. So, because indeed, it is our diversity that makes us strong, and it provides the framework for how we will live, work, and progress together as a community with common purpose and unity. So again, I want to congratulate the graduates, and I want to thank them for choosing the University of Minnesota and for allowing us to help them discover who they are and what they can do and their potential. So with that, I'll turn the program back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Regent Her. Our next guest speaker, I would like to now invite Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Education, Dr. Scott Lanyon. Welcome, Dr. Lanyon.
Graduating class of 2020, it's my great privilege and honor to have the opportunity to be with you here today. In this once-in-a-lifetime ceremony of spirit-stirring celebration, of achievement, of gratitude and appreciation, of major goals achieved and the excitement of new challenges and opportunities ahead, we find ourselves in a moment of caution and uncertainty. The world today is very different than when you started your graduate careers. There's no denying that essential reality. And it's now more than ever that I ask you, indeed the world needs you, to demonstrate anew the grit and the courage that underlies what got you here, and to bring to bear all that you've learned, not only here but throughout your lives, to help us to find sophisticated solutions to our most complex and obstinate problems. Let not the talk of dark hours dim your path. Long ago, traditional institutions tried to cast you aside. Long ago, you cast aside the traditional and untrue narratives, weapons intended to strip you of your voice, your rights. Today, you opt to stand not in the traditional robes and tasseled mortarboards. Yours is not a sentimental march in the pomp and circumstance tradition. Your march is a steady stomp, a stomp of will with the wind in your teeth. Today, you've traded robes and tasseled mortarboards to stand in the armor of your culture, ready to receive stoles emblazoned with representations of triumph over struggle, of rich diversity, diversity of backgrounds, of experiences, of ethnicities, diversity of views, perspectives, and opinions, diversity of places of origin that inform points of view. In short, the diversity that is essential to the evolution of scholarship and of knowledge. A vibrant student body accelerates the diversity of thought and the cross-disciplinary dialogue that contribute to a quality education, to the strength of our discoveries, and to the betterment of our communities. This is the why that explains why increasing the diversity of students earning graduate degrees is so very critical. Now, as graduate students of color, Native American and Indigenous graduate students, I know that throughout your experience here at the university, many of you have endured countless microaggressions, those subtle but powerful ways in which the dominant culture has tried to tell you that you don't belong here, with the result that you've been made to feel like imposters. And I know that from some of the activities both on campus and in our larger political climate, that sometimes the offenses have been much more than microaggressions and have been anything but subtle. You are not, and never were, imposters. You earned your right to be here. Your presence has enriched us and held us accountable to the great promise of universities, that we are a place for all, where those who hate ignorance may strive to know, where those who perceive truth may strive to make others see. Your curiosity, your questions, your research, your commitment, your presence have made this university more beautiful. And it is my sincere hope that we in turn have helped you to achieve your goals. Whatever your calling, wherever you go from here, whether it's a life in academia, a corporate position, a nonprofit career, or the highest levels of government, I know that the impact you make will be significant. Indeed, we need you to be impactful. There's so much work to do. We have not yet addressed one of our most critical questions. How do we eradicate the barriers which separate Indigenous and persons of color from access to education, to employment on equal terms, to inclusivity? And now we ask that you not be deterred, that you continue to bring your light to shine in the world's grand challenges, on blind ignorance and injustice, and on the new challenges like the pandemic we face today, and on challenges we cannot yet even begin to imagine, to help light the way for those who are coming behind you, just as others have done for you, for us. Wider still, and wider shall thy bounds be. Now, before I close, it's important for me to recognize the many family and friends who helped to make this day possible, whose light helped to ease the dark moments along the way. And to thank Dr. Bazemore James, her team, and the entire graduate school family for their hard work and commitment to making this virtual celebration a reality. Congratulations, and my warmest wishes for a successful future. And please, keep in touch.
Thank you, Dean Lanyon. I would now like to invite Associate Dean of Graduate Education and Director of the Graduate School Diversity Office, Dr. Yoji Shimizu. Welcome, Dr. Shimizu.
Thank you, Corey. Well, good afternoon. It is my honor to say a few words at today's Achieve Uplift COSP graduation celebration. This is a momentous occasion, and I wish first and foremost to offer my congratulations to our graduates. I know you've worked incredibly hard to get to this point, and an extra special thank you to the families and the loved ones that have been with you and supported you through this journey, and will continue to do so as you move forward into the future. I hope that all of you are safe and healthy during these challenging times. Celebrations like this, are incredibly important because they mark important inflection points, not only for you, but for your loved ones and for the communities that you are a part of. It's an opportunity to look back at all that you've achieved, as well as an opportunity to look forward to what is to come. And this year, this celebration comes during a pandemic that marks really a communal inflection point with a particularly uncertain road ahead for us and the communities that nourish and enrich our lives. But I know that with your training and your skills and your resilience, you are prepared to lead and make a difference as we work towards a brighter future together. But before looking forward, let's take a look back. I would like for you actually to reflect now on why you initially decided to go to graduate school to pursue a graduate degree. And I think we're going to open up the chat function, and if you're willing to share with us, I would love for you to use the chat function to tell us why you decided to go to graduate school. Now, I'm sure the reasons for why graduate school are as diverse as we are, but for many, the why is this opportunity, shown right there in the chat, to make a difference, a positive difference in your community. Kind of reminding yourself of this bigger picture, I hope, has helped you make it through the many challenges of graduate school. I know that many of you have dealt with some doubt about whether you belong, when there are so few others that look like you in graduate school, and when you receive messages, both subtle and very blatant, that you don't belong. So I want to tell you a story about when I received one of those messages. This was many, many years ago. When I was an undergrad, I spent much of my time working at the student-run radio station, working as a news reporter. This was a very brief but intense flirtation with journalism before returning to my love of science. And I had been on the air for a couple of months, and I was using my real name on the air when the station president, who was a senior at the time, met with me, and he very strongly encouraged me to use a fake name on the air. Now, this was a fairly common practice in radio and television back then, but The funny thing was, he wasn't asking anybody else at the station who wasn't using a fake name on the air to use one. So, you know, the message was pretty clear. My name didn't fit, and as a result, I didn't belong. Well, I pretty much just ended up ignoring that request and continued to use my real name on the air for the 4 years that I worked at that radio station. But if you fast forward 38 years to today, pay attention to some of the names that you now hear on a news broadcast, the reporters. Isi Onilieri, Dwali Zai Kautau, Lourdes Garcia Navarro, Aisha Roscoe, Lakshmi Singh, Yuki Noguchi. I have to tell you, I absolutely love hearing these names because they signal an important sense of belonging to communities of color, that a source of authority and respect can come from a very diverse array of individuals. And slowly but surely, this diversity is being recognized, acknowledged, and accepted. And I even sense this in my own personal experience. I have, you know, over the past couple of years, I have clearly noticed that other people who don't know me, particularly young people, have absolutely no difficulty pronouncing either my first or my last name properly. And I can tell you that this never, ever happened when I was young. And it surprises me, it brings a smile to my face every time it happens. It's just sort of another small sign of belonging. And so it is with you today and what you have accomplished. Please appreciate the beautiful diversity of faces that you see here today. Listen to the wonderful diversity of names of those whom we are recognizing and acknowledging. Your name next to the graduate degree that you have worked so hard to earn is a beacon, a sign that you and others like you do in fact belong in this community of scholars and leaders. And you may never know it, but rest assured that there are people who have seen what you've done or will see what you would do in the future, and they will be inspired to do the same. And we will all be richer for it. This may not have been initially the reason that you decided to go to graduate school, but it is an enduring gift to your community and a legacy of all that you have accomplished and that we are celebrating here today. So again, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Associate Dean Shimizu. Let's all give a round of applause for the words of encouragement and inspiration we have heard from our guest speakers. For this portion of the event, we want to take a moment to thank the mentors of our COSP graduates. This year, we asked the graduates to invite the mentors in their lives who've been there for their graduate school journeys. The mentors include faculty, staff, and community members who have supported the graduates in so many important ways. Many of us know that graduate school can be a very difficult and isolating experience, especially for students of color. So the support of mentors in graduate students' lives is absolutely vital. So we felt that it was important to honor, celebrate, and thank mentors in this celebration as well. We want to share with you a video, a short video by the graduates as a means of saying thank you. Please enjoy.
To all of our mentors,
our caring faculty members,
supportive staff and administrators,
and cherished members of our community.
Thank you
for your words of encouragement,
for sharing your wisdom,
for extending your kindness.
Thank you
for seeing our strengths,
for lifting us up,
for sharing your heart.
Thank you
for your belief in our abilities,
for your belief in our talents,
for your belief in us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.
谢谢你. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your inspiration.
Thank you.
Add bad umahadsantiin. Thank you.
Let's give a big round of applause for that beautiful video and the mentors. Thank you, mentors, for all that you do to support COSP scholars. None of this would be possible without you. Okay, everyone, it's that time that we have all been waiting for. It's time for the recognition of the graduates. I have a few quick reminders for the graduates before we get started. If you have not already done so, please chat with our host, Kate, with your first and last name so that the hosts know that you're here. Please also watch the chat for Kate to remind you of the order in which you will be speaking. I will not be commenting in between graduates, so when the person before you is done speaking, the host will unmute you so that you can go ahead and speak. When it is your turn, please share your name, your degree, and program you're graduating from, and take no more than 2 minutes to share your words of encouragement to the continuing COSP scholars or to your fellow graduates, or words of thanks that you would like to share. And with that, we will get started with our first graduate.
Hi everyone, my name is Ebian Abdisalam and I am graduating with a Master of Healthcare Administration from the School of Public Health. I want to mention that this is the month of Ramadan, which is a month of fasting and spirituality, which has made me all the more grateful despite the really odd circumstances that we're all in right now. Definitely know how I envisioned graduating, especially after 2 very hard years of academic work, but I'm very thankful for all my mentors, especially Justine, who's on here today. And I'm also very thankful to my fellow peers of color that have made my graduate experience feel like home.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mia Allen. I'm graduating with a master's in aerospace engineering and mechanics. I first want to thank my advisor, Dr. Dimash Debray, for just allowing me to pursue my dreams and to expand my research above levels that I didn't think were possible. I would also like to thank just everyone in the Office of Diversity for the Graduate School for just allowing me to continue my studies and having a support system behind me, especially with me being thousands and thousands of miles away from home, being originally from New Jersey. I want to thank my parents who are sitting right next to me, as well as my grandma and my brother, also my friends and my uncle and his family and everyone that's on the call. I never really thought it was possible for me to sit and say that, hey, I'm an aerospace engineer, especially with me being a woman of color, especially being an African-American woman. And also to have the great satisfaction to say that I believe I will be the first African-American woman to get a higher degree from the Department of Aerospace. So I'm just super excited to have that. And I just want to thank everyone for just the platform that we have here at the University of Minnesota in the great 2 years that I've had here. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Courtney Bell, and I am a doctoral student or a doctoral candidate here in the College of Education in Human Development, and I am completing my doctorate in education policy and leadership. I am extremely excited about that, and I'm extremely grateful to have made it to this point. I want to first acknowledge and say thank you to my Lord and Savior. I'm extremely grateful for my Father in heaven, because without him, none of this would be possible. I want to thank my mother, Tasha Bell. She is my rock, my first teacher, and someone who I deeply admire. She has been a #1 supporter and an advocate of my education from the very beginning. And I'm grateful that she never played that, because of that attitude, her daughter will be Dr. Bell. I would like to thank my friends, and specifically my sisters, Adrienne and Jasmine, for being rocks in my life and supporting me and always giving me encouragement and keeping me on the path to success, no matter if I wanted to divert or not. I want to thank my community of North Minneapolis. That is where I'm from. I am very proud to be from North Minneapolis. I am a proud graduate of North Community High School, and I am someone who has experienced educational inequity majority of my life until I got to the University of Minnesota, where I actually was able to learn based on my capacity and not a preconceived notion of my intellectual ability. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and yes, I think I've thanked everyone, and I just want to extend my thanks of my family to that of my siblings as well. And I dedicate this dissertation to my brother Tywin and my niece Takari Bender, and thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Maya Benford and I'm graduating with my master's in counseling and student personnel psychology, which basically means that I'm going to be a school counselor. So one of my favorite quotes is from one of the first Black women organizations in the US, and it's "Lifting as we climb." So I really need to thank all the people that brought me here through their work. So thinking about my ancestors, my parents, my siblings, my former educators, all of a community like this. And then just looking towards the future and thinking about all the people that I can bring with me. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Caitlin Bordeaux. I am graduating with a master's in education in youth development leadership. I just wanted to say, to all the fellow and future COSP scholars, grad school has so many unexpected challenges, and especially ones where I had to deal with this semester and times where motivation can get low, but I know you guys have the power to overcome, just remembering those reasons why you decided to come to graduate school in the first place, and just know it's a journey, but make it one that you're going to be proud of. So I wanted to thank two people I invited to this call. The first one, my boss, Nu. She was a great mentor in my life professionally, and her wisdom this year has really made me more insightful just in my life and just throughout this past year. And then the second person, my mother, for being supportive in everything I do. She came with me to Minnesota right before the closure or the stay-at-home orders, and yeah, thank you for coming with me. And just wanted to thank all my professors, my YDL cohort, for sharing their knowledge, and I can't express enough gratitude for all of them for their support over this last year, and to all those individuals that I just mentioned, and to the University of Minnesota. So Palame.
Hi, my name is Kenesha Butler, and I am graduating with my master's in special education, focused on EBD. I have invited my godmother here as my mentor, and I would like to thank her for her continued encouragement, always reminding me why I do this, which is for my students, and making sure that I am adequately representing them and their needs, as well as just making a difference in all the students' lives that I will have. I'd also like to thank the rest of my family, as well as my advisors, who have been very influential and encouraging, and all of the fellow graduates. I would like to give a special thank you to Alexis, who has gone through this program with me in this cohort and has kept me grounded and encouraged. So I would like to thank those people today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lisa Chu. I'm graduating with a master's degree from the food science program, as well as a minor in environmental health from the School of Public Health. I really want to thank the Community of Scholars program as a whole for giving me the opportunity to participate in the Summer Research Institute, where I met so many people from diverse backgrounds who are doing really meaningful research. Participation in that program really shaped my graduate school experience and inspired me to be more active in my department, in my college, and in my community towards issues outside of my graduate area of research of food science. And I also want to thank my advisor, Dr. Tonya Schoenfuss, as well as my parents, my brother, and my classmates. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Elena Contreras-Gullickson. I'm graduating with a PhD in STEM education with a focus on mathematics. I'm honored to be here. Reflecting back on this journey, I want to thank all of my classmates and professors for offering critical perspectives and participating in thoughtful dialogue. I've been fortunate to work on 2 research projects that provide positive learning experiences for underrepresented scholars in mathematics and science. In these projects, I've gotten to work alongside my 2 mentors, Dr. Lisa Clarkson and Dr. Keisha Varma. In their own ways, they taught me to lead with grace. They taught me that there will be challenges, and when we overcome these challenges, our work is better and stronger for it. To them, I am grateful for walking through this journey with me. I'd like to thank my family for their patience and love throughout this process. I don't know what the future holds, but I feel more than equipped to accept the challenge. Thank you.
So my name is Amanda De Leon. I'm getting a master's degree from the College of Biological Science in Genetics, Cellular, and Developmental Biology. So my program is specifically genetic counseling. I'm really thankful for the support of my family and the support of my program. It's because of how important family is to me that I wanted to go into genetic counseling, which to me is a career about family. The support of my program and my classmates of my family has helped with the transition from LA to Minnesota for snow here. Sometimes though, I did have to advocate for myself to get what I wanted and needed out of my program. My program has been really supportive in allowing me to choose a thesis that was meaningful to me, which was Spanish language concordance in my profession. Some final remarks I wanted to give scholars who haven't yet graduated is to keep pushing and advocate for what you need. You're not the only ones that are going through this. There are a lot of us that are available for support and resources. And then once you graduate, do not forget about all the people that have helped you and try to help that next generation of students.
Hi, my name is Malika Avon. I'm graduating with a master's in social work from the School of Social Work and a master's in public policy from the Humphrey School of Public Affairs. I want to thank the Community of Scholars program for hosting this virtual event. It feels so meaningful to be connected to all of these amazing scholars together this afternoon. The members of my family and my community who have supported me over the last 3 years, I don't have the words enough to thank you for what you've given me. To my husband and to my parents who have been the best support system through a ton of late nights and early mornings, who have provided ideas for me for projects and a steady voice when I've felt nervous. I'm so thankful. To my sweetest soul sisters who I've met in this program and who have been there with me every step of the process, I'm so thankful to you, Hannah and Akemi, for stepping with me into this journey. And to the broader community here in Minneapolis who's been there for me, who's opened their arms and allowed me to be a member of this family. I'm so thankful. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Marlon Farley. I am a master's, or I just finished my master's program in multicultural teaching and learning in CEHD. I wanted to say thank you to my instructors and my thesis committee for guiding me throughout my program. Thank you to my parents, especially my mother. She has been a great influence and support system throughout my program. And thank you to my team. I'm also an academic advisor with the School of Public Health and the Division of Epidemiology and Community Health. They have been fantastic throughout my educational experience and overall just supporting me. So thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruth Gavremithin and I will be graduating with my Master in Healthcare Administration from the School of Public Health. There's a lot of people that I could be thanking right now, but I really wanted to focus in on the key academic advisors and faculty at the School of Public Health, specifically in the Division of Health Policy and Management. I specifically went through a big degree change in my journey right now, which is actually, sparked by me still figuring out myself in the midst of graduate school, and I could not have been met with the amount of support that was met at the School of Public Health, and that also extends to career services within the School of Public Health. That really, it just really helped me navigate through this decision that had to happen, and I really couldn't be where I am if it weren't for people who were as understanding or willing to sit with me and process with me as I was trying to figure out what exactly it was that I was meant to do. So a huge thank you to them. Shout out to Justine Mishek, who is also on this call as one of my mentors as well from the Masters of Healthcare Administration program. And a big congrats to everyone else that's on this call. Thank you.
Hi, Alexis Holt, and I am graduating with a master's degree in special education with initial licensure in emotional behavior disorders. I want to give thanks to all my friends and family who have pushed me to go back to school and to finish. I've appreciated all the words of encouragement along the way. I also want to thank my cohort group members. We've spent the last 2 years together, not only in school, but on the job. I also really want to thank my cohort member, Kanisha. Her and I are two Black women in our program that we don't see teachers of color. So it's very nice to be able to connect with somebody and navigate grad school with. I also want to thank my significant other, John L., for putting up with the late hours, the long nights, and my procrastinating, because I know that's affected him as well as just me, and all the stress that I have given him. Thank you for believing me. I just want to leave everybody with never give up. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So keep shooting for those goals. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ishwinder Kaur, and I am graduating with a master's in healthcare administration from the School of Public Health. I first want to thank my family, my mom and dad, who are upstairs also on this call. Without them, I would not have been put on this path of public service, and I'm so excited to be able to complete that journey and begin my fellowship in the next month or so. I also want to give a special shout out to my brother, who is also on this call. He is the one who told me that an MHA exists. So without you just in there, I wouldn't be here. So thanks for that. I also want to say thank you to all of the faculty and mentors in the MHA program, specifically Justine, who has been given a couple of shout outs already from my classmates, Ruth and Evian. Justine has been just a great source of support, and she's just a wonderful role model and is a great person to also vent to when you're going through some struggles. So thank you for that, Justine. And also I want to thank the rest of my classmates who, are very supportive of each other. They're really excited to not only share their strengths, but also help us when we are trying to improve our weaknesses. So thanks to all of my classmates, faculty, mentors, mom, dad, just in there. So thank you so much.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay. My name is Amani Lee. I will be graduating with a PhD in chemistry. I like to thank my friends and family, my significant other, Shamara, for helping me through this. They really are rocks in order to get through this type of process. I also like to thank the overall community at the U of M, especially in the chemistry department. From day one getting here, I felt the support of people in the chemistry department. And then I also like to thank the community in my student group, BGAPSA, for a lot of the Black scholars in both the professional and graduate school coming together and helping out and connecting with each other. I would like to leave people with, I guess, some inspiration of make sure that not only do you work on your goals, but also work on the things that make you happy, even if it might seem like a secondary goal at the time. So I'm also going to apply to medical school and I'm hoping to get in next year. And a lot of people, when they talked to me early on, were like, that would be very difficult and stuff. But with the support I had, I never gave up on that dream. And so I'm going to go and get my MD and then work on improving the medical field while helping people as a physician.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Yuran. I'm graduated from the master's degree of Organizational Leadership, Policy and Development program in the Department of Education and Human Development. Yeah, this is an incredible moment for me. I'd like to say thanks to my mom who gave me life and freedom to dance with my dream. Now it's early morning in China. She got up at 5 a.m. to join this event. 谢谢你 mom. 谢谢你妈妈. Also, I thanks to my husband and my daughter. They always aside with me and support me. Thank you for your love. And also thanks for Dr. Fry and Professor John Stone. They are my mentors and support me as a very challenging student. Yeah, to go through all this educational journey. Definitely, my dearest friends, thank you so much for helping me to deal with the most challenging, time-changing time. So I think the celebration is for my graduation, but also equal about what you've contributed and helped to me. Thank you all. All right, I think this is not an advertisement, but I'd like to say that OLPD program is a great program. Yeah. So while the current COVID-19 spread throughout the world, we can see the challenges to the human society are not about the humans fighting with the viruses, but also more about the scope of how could we become united? Yeah, I think the comparative international education program inspired the transparency that cross the boundaries of culture, history, ideology, and concluded in the cooperation of the diverse human society. I hope we could help the young generations get a better understanding of the existing world and build a peaceful mind, then in the future to create a peaceful world. Thank you all, thank you.
Hello everyone, Yao, my name is Hilary Lore and I will be graduating with a Master of Public Health and Community Health Promotion from the School of Public Health. I want to thank everyone who believed in me. I want to thank God, my ancestors, family, friends, mentors, professors, just everyone who believed in me, because I remember before applying to the University of Minnesota, someone told me that because of my very low GRE score, there's no way that I can get accepted to the University of Minnesota. But guess what? I'm here today and I'm about to graduate from the U of M. Woohoo! So yeah, thank you for believing in me and for believing that I am more than a statistic, that I am more than a score. And so thank you all for believing in me, and proud to be one of the first in my family to be graduating with a higher education degree. Without all this support, I wouldn't be here today. And yeah, so I'm really excited to get this degree and be an inspiring Hmong woman leader for the next generations to come. So thank you to University of Minnesota, and thank you for the Community of Scholars program for mentoring me to be who I am today. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Aaron Mallory and I'm getting a PhD in geography at the University of Minnesota. And hold on. So I'm really excited about that. And first off, I want to thank my mother who passed away last year and her just like effort and support for this journey. And so I want to thank her for, giving me words of encouragement all this time. Also, I want to thank the Webster Wong family, who's been a rock of support for me while living in Minnesota and being really far away from my Texas and Detroit families. And I want to thank the Texas and Detroit families for always being really supportive and not pressuring me too hard about like what a PhD is or what I'm trying to do. And then finally, I want to thank all the queer punks out there, all the black and brown queer punks, and hopefully we can keep dancing in the light. And that's, yeah, and I'm really thankful for everybody that's been a part of this experience, my community, and also the Community Scholars Program, because without it, making that transition from Los Angeles to here would have been very difficult. So I really appreciate everybody, and thank you for giving me the time.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Michaela Martinez, and I'm receiving a master's of Science in Kinesiology with a minor in epidemiology. And I just want to start by thanking the Community of Scholars program, as well as the Summer Institute. You made the transition going from rural Missouri to the city of Minneapolis much easier. Everyone who knows me knows these last 2 years have been anything but smooth for me. So I just want to say thank you. Even though this is unconventional, I think it ended up working out great. I have friends and family logged in from across the country right now. Hi, everyone. I see you. My aunts are there. I'm glad everyone could come. Thank you to my parents who are standing next to me, and my friends and community in Minneapolis. The sense of community and love and support that I received from you all is truly the reason that I was able to complete this degree, despite the challenges that I had both academically and personally. So we're gonna do it real quick. This is my dad's dream, so we're still gonna get hooded if you guys stay with me for a second. We're gonna do it right. Yay! Thanks, guys.
My name is James McKenzie. I'm graduating with a Master's of Arts in Curriculum and Instruction, Second Language Education, with a focus on Indigenous language revitalization. How matakuyepi buju adoyat anotso ya pesh bichahinishne na kaidene pashischin lagan da chichedo kimtlichin edashinale adot aisi tuthaden asha adot kad eya ba hen sinigi ba hashne dole. I'll start by thanking Diyin Dene for blessing me with the many opportunities and lessons that I've had in life, getting me here, my elders, mentors who continue to help shape my understandings of how to live in a good way with others. I'd like to thank my family who have always been supportive of me. A lot of them are on the call right now. In so many ways have been supportive, and especially my parents for teaching me so many things, and most importantly, unconditional love. I'd like to thank the Graduate School Diversity Office for their support through the Dove Fellowship, and COSP for providing a community and so many other supports. And I'd like to thank all my friends and classmates for how they've pushed and inspired me in this journey. Thank you to the faculty, and thank you deeply to Indigenous faculty members like Dr. Elizabeth Sumida Huaman, and especially my advisor, Wabishkimigwan, Dr. Mary Hermes, who have believed in me and helped me to grow in ways that will enable me to better serve my community when I go home. Lastly, I want to express my deepest thanks to my partner in life, April, who has always supported me through all the craziness of grad school and always helps me remember why the heck I'm doing this. In challenging times like this, especially like right now, we might be asking ourselves, is this worth it? Do we really need to do this? In Navajo, they have a way of saying, there's always a purpose for you to be here at this time, to grow through this, and it will make a difference. You will make a difference. Your purpose will feed other purposes of others. So, thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cheryl Mosessa. I am in the DNP program, Doctor of Nursing Practice program, in the Health Innovation and Leadership specialty. I want to first thank my parents for giving me the inspiration and encouraging me to always go further than they did in school. And I also want to thank my husband and my 2 children that have been there for me, and they've been encouraging me. They've been extremely patient throughout this journey that seems to have been unending. But I also want to really talk about my mentor in the DNP program, the Health Innovation and Leadership program, and that's Dr. Teddy Potter. I chose Teddy as my mentor because since entering the HIL program, she has been absolutely amazing. She has been a wonderful inspiration and an example of a great leader. She has helped me come out of my shell as far as giving me the example of what leadership means, and also letting me see within myself that I have what it takes to be a leader. She has helped me to celebrate who I am and where I came from. And I always felt that I did, but however, she helped me even more so when she took the time to listen to me and to hear my lived experience. Teddy has been the voice of encouragement, and she has been that shoulder for me to lean on. That is why I want to take this time to tell her thank you. Teddy, I absolutely appreciate you for your leadership template that you have provided me as I go forward. Taking some of what I've learned from you along with the DNP program, the lessons that I've learned and the training that I've received through that. As a result, I feel prepared, I feel encouraged to go forward, and I feel ready to go down this path and this journey. So thank you, Teddy. I can only hope that future students will have the opportunity to meet you and to work with you and get to know you. I also want to thank the U of M for giving me this opportunity to have such a wonderful experience. Again, thank you, Teddy. It's been my honor, it's been my pleasure, and it's been a joy to my heart to know you and to have you as my mentor. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Murugi Motiga. I'm graduating with a PhD in nutrition from the Department of Food Science and Nutrition. I am thankful to my creator for allowing me to be here today, and to my ancestors who have paved the way for me to be here and whose shoulders I stand. I'd like to thank my family who are here with me over there. My husband Andrew and my two children Jerry and Kirago, who supported me through this journey. It's been a long one, and I hope that my journey also inspires them as they go to college. I'd like to thank my parents and siblings who are in Kenya, staying up late. It's 1 a.m. over there, and they are in on the call. And especially thankful to my mother, Wajiro, whose life story continues to just inspire me. I thank my advisor, Dr. Craig Hassel, the best advisor you could ever get, for guiding me through this PhD journey, as well as my mentors, with special mention to Mwarumba Mwavita, who's in on this call, and Joki, for the encouragement you've given me, and I treasure their wisdom. I'm also thankful to the African Immigrant Services family in Brooklyn Park, who have really been an important part of this journey, helping me realize my dream with the research I've been able to do with them. And of course, I would like to thank my larger Kenyan community here in the Twin Cities, my family, the community. I know it's their support and their prayers that have sustained me. And so I'm very grateful to them. My BFFs, my girlfriends, they keep encouraging me. They're in on this call. I thank you for being there for me. And to COSP, I would say thank you. There's an African proverb that says, cross the river in a crowd and the crocodile won't eat you. You have truly helped us cross this river by bringing us together as COSP, which has made us stronger. It is my dream has always been my dream to pursue a PhD, and I'm so excited to be coming towards the end of my journey. And my advice to those still on the journey, just keep taking one day at a time, one step at a time, and you'll get here. I didn't think I'd make it, and here I am. And congratulations to my fellow graduates. And as we grow in knowledge, May we also grow in wisdom, knowing when and how to use the knowledge that we have gained. Asante sana. Thank you.
Hello, I hope everybody can hear me because I don't fully hear myself. My name is Titilayo Oluwabusi and I'm graduating with a master's degree from the University of Minnesota School of Public Health, the Public Health Administration and Policy Program. So to the Community of Scholars Program, thank you for organizing this Zoom graduation. I had multiple mentors growing up and I continue to have mentors even now. So my dad, Mr. Chesson Ajayi, who taught me that leadership involves how to be everything to everyone. My mom, Mrs. Mojisola Ajayi, who taught me that leadership meant always believing the best of everyone, reminding them of the greatness within them. Dr. Adenike Olainu-Alade, who taught me never to leave anyone behind, especially when they need that extra push or even a phone call. Dr. Tochi Ivoku-Malise, who taught me that leadership is about protecting your teammates. Dr. Ashley Ames, who taught me that leaders are flexible. And my husband, Dr. Oludare Oluwabusi, who showed me that leaders do not need to be of many words, only loud in actions. To all my mentors, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I could not get this far without you. To the community of scholars, I say, believe in yourself, but do not be afraid to ask for help. Be flexible where you need to be. Protect those in your team, but never forget the role of integrity. Integrity helps you persevere when the going gets tough. It is the action that speaks louder than words. Again, thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ramya Palniappan. I am graduating with a master's in public health in maternal and child health. I just want to start by thanking the Community of Scholars program for hosting this virtual graduation. I feel like I've really found a sense of purpose and a home within the world of public health and health equity. And I want to start by thanking my family. My mom is on this call today, and really everything that I've been able to accomplish is due to her and all the hard work that she's been doing. So thank you, Ma. Second, I'm really grateful to my friends near and far for giving me words of encouragement, especially my friends that I've made through my cohort. It's been so nice to get to know all of you over these past 2 years. I'm really appreciative of our ability to laugh frequently. It's made graduate school a lot more manageable. And lastly, I really want to thank my team at the Center for Health Equity at the Department of Health. I started working there right when I started my master's, and I've had so many wonderful mentors throughout the team, and they care about me so much and are invested deeply in my personal life and professional development as well. And they've given me so many opportunities that really have enriched my public health studies, and I'm just really grateful and appreciative to that team and the Center for Health Equity. And I think what a time to be a part of public health. So I'm just grateful to all my friends and coworkers and family who I've been seeing doing wonderful work in their communities. So thank you, everyone, and congrats to all the fellow graduates.
Hey everybody, my name is Emily Reno. I'll be graduating with a master's in urban and regional planning from the Humphrey School of Public Affairs. I just want to say thank you to Shakita and Maya for all of your mentorship and feedback on my various writing projects. To the Shut Up and Write group, I'm really grateful for all of your community. To my writing group buddies, Adrian and An, thank you so much for the laughs. And then I also just want to thank my family for their support and all of the mentors who, you know, encouraged me to be unapologetic in owning my biracial identity and my worth in pursuing my dreams, and for bringing my community along with me for the journey. Es una comunidad de amor, compasión y generosidad, y por eso estoy muy agradecida. Lastly, to all the COSP graduates, cheers to the inevitable failures and adventures ahead. We got this.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Lily Rogers Grant. I'm graduating with a master's in public health in the Community Health Promotion Division from the University of Minnesota School of Public Health. So the last 2 years have been some of the toughest years of my life. However, they've also been very rewarding. I'm thankful for the community health promotion staff for teaching me resilience and giving me stronger insight into my own identity and belonging in this world as a Chinese adoptee. In particular, I'm really thankful for influential mentors in the School of Public Health. Tracy Toomey, who has been a major mentor and provided me with unwavering support throughout my last 2 years, my advisor, Rachel Wyndham, and community health professor and cultural mentor, Sarah Axtell. I would like to thank my CHP cohort. Really proud of you guys. I know Hillary's on here too, so hi, girl. My fellow students of color and trusted allies, COSP, and all the work that you do to make the U a safe and supportive environment for students of color. And mostly I'd like to thank my mom, who has stood by me and rooted for me the whole time throughout this last couple of years and really my whole life. I would like to accept my degree on May 16th in honor of my dad, who would have been so proud of this accomplishment. So, thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kevin Zhang. I am graduating with my Master's of Arts in the Counseling and Student Personal Psychology program. I want to take this time to thank my parents, my sisters, and brother for their continuous support. Thank you to my niece and nephew for always bringing me joy and happiness. Masters. I also want to thank all of my friends for always being there to listen and support me. Thank you to my cohort members, especially my cohort of color, Maya, for going along this journey with me. And thank you to my practicum supervisors for believing in my abilities. Thank you all for coming today and celebrating our graduation with us today.
Hi everyone, my name is Bianca Zarders and I will be graduating with my Master's in Public Health with the focus on maternal and child health. My graduate experience was filled with challenges, triumphs, questions, and lots of questions answered. Grad school really stretched me and confirmed my passions and also helped me discover more of my calling. I first and foremost want to thank Jesus himself. My faith in Jesus is what gave me the strength to endure, to persevere, and to cling to something higher than myself. I learned that God is indeed trustworthy and faithful in all he does, and he gets all the glory, the honor, and the praise. Next, I want to thank my parents and my family. I see my grandparents on right now, my aunts, my siblings from all over the world on this call. Thank you for reassuring me and just encouraging me in general through this process when I felt like I couldn't continue. I remember my first semester of grad school, I was talking on the phone with my dad and just kind of telling him I wanted to quit. And I remember him telling me that if I got into this program, I can complete it. And for that, I'm really thankful, Dad. Thank you. And next, I just want to thank my internship supervisor and boss, who actually ended up becoming my mentor, Cindy Hillier. You saw potential in me. Your leadership, provision, and support pushed me far outside of my comfort zone. You knew exactly the push I needed to grow into the professional I am today. And I mean, we've been through so many different experiences together, from presenting in front of a national committee in Baltimore with you, to creating the Minneapolis Vision Health Task Force, to asking me really tough questions to make me really critically think about the work that we do. You gave me the reassurance that I needed to flourish into the professional woman I am today. Thank you for showing me what it's like to lead professionally through the good and really hard times. And lastly, thank you to the University of Minnesota School of Public Health for giving me the opportunity of a lifetime. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Richie Hao Hong Xu, and I am graduating with a Master's in Public Health in Epidemiology. So first, I wanted to use my 2 minutes to specifically recognize two mentors who have supported me throughout my time here, Dr. Kumi Smith and Dr. Alan Lifson, who are both in the audience today. From facilitating my field experience opportunity, reading through draft after draft of my master's thesis, nominating me for awards, to just getting to know me over a meal and checking in on me during this stressful time for all of us. The list goes on, and 2 minutes is just not enough for me to properly express my gratitude for all the support that you've given me and your belief in my potential. That kind of support is just not something that I got every day growing up in survival mode. So I'm very fortunate to have family and have met advisors and peers who I have been able to learn from, who have helped me think about the world differently and who have helped me become a better public health professional and a better person overall. This is my second big move, first from the Northern Marianas to California and now to Minnesota. So thanks to all those who have given me a sense of belonging, even though I'm literally thousands of miles away from home. You have inspired me to work harder to make the world a better place, and I hope to bring that same inspiration forward for a future student who may need a little bit more direction. To my fellow COSP scholars who are still working through their programs, I hope that you have forged similarly strong support systems that will listen to you when you feel frustrated and motivate you when your stamina runs low. So congratulations, everyone, and I wish you the best in your careers.
Thank you. My name is Bo Duran Banwell, and I'm graduating with PhD in Education Policy and Leadership. I just want to thank my advisor, Peter Dimarath, and also my dissertation committee chair, Mohammed Khalifa. I entered the program also similar to what someone said earlier. I didn't have the highest GRE, and so when I originally applied for the program, a lot of people were just like, "You're not going to get into that program." But the department really saw something in me that I kind of thought that I had in me, but my mentors and people in the department really brought that out and really made me love what I do now. I also just really want to thank, really want to sort of dedicate my degree to my community in North Florida, in Central Florida. You know, the people of that community really poured everything they had in me and really made me the person I am today. I tell everyone that I am the person I am today because of my community. And it's certainly, I certainly see myself as a reflection of my ancestors and mentors and people that really raised me and really created the person that you see today. And then just want to say thank you to my department, and just thank you to the COS program and everyone I've had the honor of interacting with. Also to Courtney Bell, who spoke earlier, as my girl, certainly been a person that helped me along the way and been an inspiration for me. So thank you.
Hey, thank you, graduates. Are there any more? We just want to wait 1 sec and see if anyone else, did we miss anyone? If we miss anyone, chat Kate, the host, right now. I think we've got everyone. Okay, if we have no one, I'm looking at Kate. No one? Okay. In that case, congratulations, graduates. Now, as an Indigenous person, I like to bring in an aspect of my own culture to honor the graduates for their outstanding achievements for completing their degree programs. The way that we honor someone is to sing an honor song for them, which typically entails everyone in the room going around and shaking their hands and giving them big hugs. But of course, we can't physically be in each other's presence at this time. So please, graduates, feel the weight of your COSP stole on your shoulders and imagine that it is the feeling of all of our arms around you while you listen to the honor song. With that, I would like to introduce my friend, Micah Nicky, member of the Sichangu Lakota and Mississippi Band of Choctaw Tribal Nations, to sing a song, an honor song on behalf of the graduates. Welcome, Micah.
Hello. Home tako yapi. Chate washe na pe chuja papalo. Makasi tomre la yuha kina hunka hunkichi yapi. Ake hochoka elomkina shi. Hello all my relatives. I greet everybody with a good heart and handshake today. I'm both honored and challenged to be here. I'm honored to be a part of the first step into a new day and a new journey for you. I'm challenged because I've never done a virtual graduation before. And so, you know, because of the state of the world has really made us think in ways and about things we normally wouldn't. And I guess maybe that's the beauty of the plan, is that we really don't have one. So we learn the greatest lesson from nature, which is when nature changes, we change with it. We don't fight it, or we don't try to change it, we change with her. So we also learn that roots are important, but so are wings. And so with our wings, we go in pursuit of a lot of things and accomplish many things. And when we're done accomplishing what we set out to accomplish, we have them same wings to return back home, back to our roots, to contribute beyond ourselves, back to our families, our friends, our communities. And so utilize the wings to pursue things, but also to trust the unfolding that you are where you're supposed to be at times, and that leads to acceptance and happiness. So I'm going to sing two songs for you that talk about the past and the present and the future. The first song it says, people, remember that there is only one thing that's sacred, and that's the children. The children are sacred. They love you and they depend on you. And the second song is just it's a song of prayer and reflection. And in that song of prayer and reflection, we think about the past, we think about the present, and we think about the future, because we honor our past and present and future because somebody paid a huge price for us to be here. So it's my prayer that, you know, you can return and be of good use, you know, to your nation, to your family, to your people, to your communities, and do good things. Utilize what you've learned in order to do good things for all the people that you say are your roots. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Wakai Chela Yellow Leichiapo Wakaija Wakaija Yushia Ubika Wachinia Beloyo Oh Yade Oh Yade Kiksu-yabo Wakai Chela Yelo Leichiapo Be strong, take courage. The people are depending on you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Micah, for those beautiful songs. To close us out tonight, I would like to invite University of Minnesota Alumni Association Director of Affinity Engagement, Steve Davis, to give us some closing remarks about the Multicultural Alumni Association.
Well, thank you, Corey. This has been a tremendous adaptation to a virtual celebration. I am honored to be a part of this and thankful that you have me a part of something so significant. First, thank you and congratulations to all the graduates and community scholars. This is an amazing accomplishment, and I hope that you feel that you're proud of your success even during this crazy time. My name is Steve Davis, as Corey mentioned. I am the Director of Affinity Engagement with the University of Minnesota Alumni Association. I'm also an alumnus of 2008 from CLA, but I'm really excited to share with you and talk with you more about the Alumni Association and ways that you can connect. The Alumni Association has a vast reach of close to 500,000 alumni across the world, and we currently have 10 affinity communities based on interest and identity that I liaison for and that you can connect with.
While there are others that you may be interested in, including American Indian, International, Black, Muslim, Pride, I wanted to specifically talk to you about the Multicultural Alumni Network because they're actually directly tied in relationship with the Graduate School Diversity Office. That network has been around for about 2 years with the goal of connecting alumni and students of color on campus and beyond, and to be an umbrella for all multicultural engagement with alumni. This network has done networking events, connected with and celebrated students, and have ways to connect virtually. Now that you're graduates, I want to welcome you to connect with this network and keep you engaged with folks who have similar backgrounds and experiences as you, and so that you can help grow this network. And you can start now. In fact, this network is actually planning some virtual happy hours that will be possibly happening over the summer. And you can learn a lot more about this network and also sign up to opt into future updates if you go to umnalumni.org/MCAN, M-C-A-N. And I hope to engage with you more about this in the near future so that you can learn about what we're doing with that network, but also find value in the Alumni Association so that you can eventually become members if you're not. I encourage you to seek me out and ask questions about this. If you have some volunteer interest, you can reach me at davis937@umn.edu. And one more thing I wanted to leave you with, the Alumni Association does a lot of different things of connecting people, including our graduates. We do have another celebration event coming up on May 12th at 7 p.m. It is called our virtual send-off celebration. It's for the entire class of 2020. This will be a fun virtual way to connect with the Alumni Association and learn about more of what we do, but also to celebrate you. So I encourage you to be a part of that. You can find more details at umnalumni.org, and you can just learn a little bit more about that. So thank you. Best of luck to you in your future endeavors. As one of the scholars mentioned, you know, don't be afraid to shoot your shot and fail, because you're going to miss 100% of the shots that you don't shoot. So continue to do that, and I'll leave you with onward and upwards.
Thank you, Steve. And with that, I want to say to everyone, thank you for attending. Congratulations once again to the graduates, and good night.